Hi everybody, welcome back to my grow room. My name is Christopher as always. It's starting to look like something. We have some new friends and I wanted to bring you along today to show you a little bit what's going on here. I wanted to just go through every single plant that I have here so you can know what we start with. And also wanted to talk a little bit about the bananas that I got and what the plans are for those. And also the gift to myself has arrived and I am very excited about this. This is a cocoa bean and I'm going to open it and I'm going to try to see if I can grow some of the seeds and hopefully someday we can grow cocoa here in Norway. I doubt it though, but we're at least gonna try. So first of all, as you can see, there are some new plants here. This is a beautiful one. I've been growing this for 2 years down in the garage where I do my work. This is galangal and it was brought from Thailand. We were there on vacation 2 years ago and I brought a little bit of galangal home, root. And then I planted it and it's been growing ever since indoors. So yeah, I'm happy about this. But the first things that I want to talk about is the bananas. As I mentioned in the last program, I was going to get some bananas in the mail and they arrived and they were so much better condition than I would ever expect. I got 3 varieties in the mail. And also I have this one, which is something I got at Plantasjen, which is a garden center here in Norway. So I want to explain a little bit about each of them so you kind of understand what I'm trying to do here and what sort of projects that I'm going to try. So first of all, this one. This is Super Dwarf Cavendish. And as you might be able to see, all the leaves are green except the last one. And this is the new leaf that has come under the grow lights. And as you can see, the Cavendish bananas really don't start to show the true colors unless you put it under really good grow light. And I guess that this has been somewhat shaded in the garden center and once you turn on the grow lights, you can see the beautiful color of the Cavendish banana coming through. Now, this is a Super Dwarf. I have a video. I'll link it up here, and you can check it out about how I grew the Super Dwarf Cavendish. It's a very dense plant, and it's not too tall. It's not my personal favorite, but I like it because it's easy to grow and it's a super fast growing one and it grows really sturdy and it doesn't require a whole lot of things. Some of the other bananas, they do require more light, otherwise they get top heavy and they can break and fall over. But this one can really handle everything. So I got this because I want to do it again. And then I got my favorite, this one. This is called the Dwarf Cavendish. You can also see with the leaves here, they are starting to look really nice. And they put out a new leaf every other day, I think. It feels like it's it's something coming every other day. This one I got it was it 4 or 5 days ago, and this is also a new leaf that has come from those days. This is the Dwarf Cavendish, and I intend to grow this as tall as I can get it. I also have a video on that. I'll link that also. I grew this to the size that it reached the ceiling in the old grow room, and I intend to try to do the same this time also. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. But I also got two others that are really interesting to me, and I wanted to try them out. I got I need to check my cheat sheet because I don't remember the names of these. This one is called Grand 9. Grand 9? I don't know, Grand 9. It's supposed to be the Chiquita banana, and I've seen people on YouTube that has actually gotten fruits from this indoors. So I have to try it. It doesn't seem to grow that tall, but then again, I have no experience with this. So it's gonna take a massive amount of space in here, but I'm intending on trying to get 3 enormous banana plants in the middle of the room, as long as I can keep the pest away. So yeah, this one. And the last one is called CM Ruby, which has this beautiful, beautiful color. I can see if I can bring it in here. Also, you can see the same thing here. You see these leaves, they are almost green. And then the newest one has this beautiful ruby color. It's supposed to be red banana, or I think it has many names. And I was just looking at it online, and it seemed to be a really, really good looking banana plant once it grows in size. And it looks like as long as I can keep a decent amount of grow light on it, it's gonna have that beautiful red color. So this is the last one. I don't know if it produces any good bananas or if it does anything. And it might also, it looks like it's going to grow tall, but we will have to see what's going to happen with that one. So that's the banana projects, and I'm gonna do separate videos on all of these once they get going and we have some more content on it. Now it's just getting them all into pots, and there were some pups here and there, and I just ripped them out, so they are a little bit worse for wear, but hopefully some of them will perk up, and then we will have more bananas to probably give away. Yeah, I was thinking I just wanted to go through, take the camera and show each and every one of them, just so we have a baseline for everything here, and also show you some of the seeds that are started now and some other things. But first, I didn't have a knife here, but I'm gonna see if I can open it up. Wow. So this is the first time for me looking at a cocoa pod. I've heard you can eat them. At least, wow, that's good. It's almost like a mango taste. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. But I don't know. I don't know how to plant these. I guess I can just put them directly in the soil. I'm gonna have to suck off some of them, I think, before they go into ground. Okay. I'll get the camera and let's look at all the plants here. First, we start with the galangal from Thailand. This has grown, as I said, for 2 years, and it's been doing very well. I'm going to have to uproot this one day now and try to see if I can move some parts of it over to another pot and maybe eat some of it. And I don't have a plan for it. I was thinking about having it in the big grow box, but it's not going to be there now because I'm going to do other things there for the beginning. So I think this is going to stay in pots, different sizes. I'm not sure yet. Moving on, we have the dwarf Cavendish. This is the beautiful banana, and you can see those markings on the leaves. They will lose those markings once the plant grows to a larger size, but now we can just enjoy what it looks like. This is also one of the dwarf Cavendish plants. It's not looking very good, but I think it's gonna survive. And also we have an alocasia elephant ear, I think it's called, and I just got this because I think it's a beautiful plant, and you can see the leaves are not looking too well now, and that's just because I put it under grow light and it was really, really, really bright, so it didn't take it that well. Moving on, this is a plant I've never had before. I have no experiences with it. It's called, I think it's called Aphelandria or something. Aphelandria something. I don't remember. But yeah, maybe you know more about this than me and can tell me a little bit about it. I think it's supposed to have beautiful flowers once it starts flowering. Moving on, the coffee. This is going to be our hydroponic coffee. And this has also been growing from a seed from the grandparent plant that I used to have in hydroponic. Here is also one puny little poor little thing. This is the Siam Ruby, or what's it called, I think. Hopefully it survives so I can give it away. Here is the super dwarf Cavendish, and as you can see now on the leaves, they come out so nice once they get some decent grow lights. Here is also one banana plant that was taken away from the dwarf Cavendish. It's looking okay. This is another one from the CM Ruby. So you can see it doesn't have markings on the leaves at all. But once the new leaf come out, I'm guessing that it's gonna be bright red. Behind here I have, what's it called? Star, I'm gonna check it here. I have it on my Strelitzia. This is, I think it's very related to the Birds of Paradise plant. I think this one is, it's called Strelitzia Nicolai, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good on the Latin words. I think it's the wild variety of Birds of Paradise, and the flowers are supposed to be white and blue, I think. So I don't know if it's ever gonna flower in here, but at least it looks nice for now, and we can see if we can get it to flower. This one also don't like too much of the grow light in the beginning. It takes some time to get used to the harsh grow lights here. Moving on, this is an avocado. It's not looking too well. I started this in the office. I was eating an avocado and I just threw in the seed in some soil, and now it's growing. The leaves are curling up and looking kind of bad, and you can see they are getting sunburned here, very sunburned. And the leaves are also at least twice the size of the previous leaves that were from my office. So you can see the grow light is really working hard on this plant. This one is going to be moved into hydro. I'm going to grow it in water, and I'm just waiting to get some time free to start with the hydroponic setup that I'm going to have in here. And this is going to be the first one that moves into that setup. Moving over, this is the CM Ruby banana. And you can see the leaves, they are very beautiful once they get the true colors from the original plant here when they get the grow light. And you can see all the other leaves are just plain green. But it used to have beautiful leaves, so it was probably growing under decent lights in the greenhouse before in the summertime, and now it's too dark. This one is the last banana, which is the Chiquita banana, the Nyan, or what it was called, I don't remember. And it is a beautiful plant. I really like it. I was a little bit afraid that I wasn't going to enjoy the style of the plant, but it looks like it's going to grow very nice. So I'm really looking forward to that. Here we have the cocoa. This is so interesting. I've never ever been close to this before. So to me it's very interesting, and they are really good. I wasn't expecting that, because I've seen online that some like the taste and some doesn't, and to me it just tastes like mango. So I am super excited to get these into the soil and see if we can get something going with these in the winter. Moving on, this is the grow box. No, nothing yet. And here we have, oh my lord, this is called a Monstera. It's my sister's Monstera. She moved to Austria and couldn't bring her Monstera, so I took it under my wings, and now I'm going to chop it up to pieces and make some more plants from it. Here we have the table where we start things. We have some corn. There's a few types of melons, sugar snap peas. There's some peppers. No, this is tomatoes, but we also have peppers going. Cilantro, I tried to start them in vermiculite. Well, it's soil in the bottom, and it's just vermiculite on top of the seeds, and that wasn't a good idea. It seems like I think I had too much vermiculite, and it was too compact, so it didn't like that at all. So you can see just some of them at the border of the pot could peek through, and the rest didn't do it well. So I'm gonna replant this one. But these are doing fairly okay, so I'm going to keep them for now. Here is the basil. This is the yearly basil that I make every year. I didn't have one last year, but this year I'm going to have it. It's the Genovese basil, which is the best one in my opinion. Well, at least the most versatile for what we are cooking. And here we have a couple of peppers and some more melons, different types of melons. And no, this is actually a squash. I wanted to have a squash. That was one of the first things that I grew when I had the old green grow room. So I wanted to have that because I just love eating the flowers. And here I have lemongrass. This is the first time I'm growing lemongrass from seed. So that's kind of exciting. Here is my bonsai jade plant. And it's starting to get enormous. It's in the 3D printed pot that I made. And this is one of the things that I need to make a video about repotting, because it's been over a year since it was last repotted, and I think it deserves to get some new soil and maybe some root pruning. But it's starting to look really nice. Think of it, this was grown from one single leaf a few years ago in the old grow room, and now it's looking like it's starting to look like a bonsai. So I'm super excited about this. Here are some fig cuttings that I took from outside in the greenhouse. Hopefully they will put out some roots and we can plant them in hydroponic. Also, I need to show the lemon tree that I have. This one was in my office and it's looking very bad. It's been waiting a while now to get new soil. Somehow I think the soil just went bad during the summer or the spring, and it started to rot the roots. I think it was too much moisture, and it just tipped over, didn't do well. So now I'm gonna see if I can save it. I'm not sure, but if I'm able to save it, I'm just going to take out all the dirt from this pot, but it's so heavy, it's so darn heavy, so I need to find a way to kind of just hang the plant from the ceiling and see if I can change out the soil on this one and maybe do some root pruning. And there's also some date palms here. I just threw in a couple of date seeds here a year or two or so ago. And now they are growing very nice. So these ones need to come out also. Here in the big bucket, I brought in one of the peppers that I had outside in the greenhouse. I did some severe pruning. There was some large branches, but I really liked those two main branches here. And I don't know, it's my own cross. I don't know if it will survive because it was freezing outside when I brought it in, but the plant looked okay, so hopefully it will be able to survive, and I can get a nice pepper plant started right out of the bat. Last thing here is some of the seeds that hasn't germinated. This is a mango seed that is hopefully going to sprout. That's also going in the hydroponic setup. And the rest of these are random things. There's some rosemary and there's some other peppers and some other crazy things that I've never tried to grow before. Most of these seeds are many, many years old, so I don't expect half of this to even sprout, but I'm going to try to see what we can do with it at least. Okay, let me bring you back to the carpet. So that's what I wanted to show you today, and now I'm going to plant these cocoa beans seeds. I don't know. I'm going to Google it to make sure that I do it the right way, because I haven't done this before and it's a fairly new thing to me. But finally I'm able to do something with cocoa. Okay, next time maybe we repot something, or we start on the grow box, or we do some other things. I don't know. Suggestions. I'm going to start with the hydroponic setup also. Okay, until next time, this is Christopher and the Cocoa saying may the force be with you. See you next time. Bye.